Right, good evening. So we are here with Aleya. I say we, it's only me tonight because Beanie's gone off to watch Ricky Warwick somewhere. So guys, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hi, I'm Ricky Warwick, and I'm Tom, and I'm the vocalist of Aleya. Don't know who Ricky Warwick is.
Hi, I'm Wiki Rorick. That's right. My name's Sam, and I'm the guitarist for Aleya. And every now and then on stage, I'll do a little bit of vocals. Ish.
Yeah,
Nice.
boy.
So,
who are you, Fozzy? Can you introduce yourself a little bit more?
I'm Fozzy from North East Wales Metal Productions. I put gigs on in North Wales, generally like Wrexham, Chester, various other places like D-side, where we do a festival called Pentre Fest, which is why we're talking to you.
I mean, you've put gigs on for us already, so I don't know why I said that as if it was a question I needed an answer to.
The audience.
So officially, when did Aleya come into being?
Oh, officially and like unofficially, they're like two different answers. Tom, do you have? Would we say officially would be when we released Survive? I suppose 2019.
Yeah, probably 2019. But I used to jam with Sam, which rhymes. When we were like 16, so then it must have been in like
back in the Luminova days.
Yeah.
Oh, before then, way before
Before then as well.
What we are, so have you ever seen Romeo and Juliet? So I've got the long hair, so I'm clearly Juliet. But we met, and then we did some jamming. And I went into pop punk bands, and Tom went into his metal bands. And now Romeo and Juliet have met. Less death for now, but we've finally. I think the first time I jammed with Tom, I was actually like 14 or 15, I think.
Oh,
so easily like 15 years ago.
So 15
oh my
years
God,
ago,
have I frozen?
Came together. Now you're okay.
This Romeo and Juliet analogy is terrible, Sam. Like, you usually criticize my analogies, but that was.
What was so bad about it? I'd like to work on it in future, you see.
Most of the plot was missing, I think. You're not like from one family, and I'm not like from another family, and we despise each other, but we have love.
No, I think you've summed it up pretty well. That's that.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're right.
That makes sense.
So now that we've established that your families hate each other, but you two are in love, what was your first release as Aleya?
Survive. It was a song called Survive. That was actually the third song we wrote as well. So I think it was third. So it was early on in when we formed, and the first song we released as well.
And what were your influences for Survive?
Musically, because when the first part of Survive was the intro guitar riff, and that just came because it's got a weird little tapping thing in the intro that I was just messing around with at home one day, and that was it. There wasn't really any inspiration from any more of the guitar. It literally came from one little thing I did, and it just progressed. It was a very easy, like instrumentally, a very easy song to do. I think there wasn't really much like tangible influence, I don't think.
Yeah. So generally with your songs, when you're writing them, do they come from a riff that you've created, Sam, or is there other influences that kind of one of the other guys will come up with something? And
the fun answer is actually no. A couple of our songs have come from James being drunk at 3 a.m. messaging me saying, "Hey Sam," and then a song starts from. So basically, I would say Drunk James is the main song.
So that's a question for you. If James is the drunken one that thinks of some sort of song idea and then comes back to the rest of you and says, "Here's my drunken song idea," with him being the drummer, do you generally get like a drum beat to work with, and then you've got to kind of build something from it? Or is James a bit more musical and knows what he's doing?
I'd say he's more abstract. So he'll just like throw paint at the wall, and then he'd be like, now just it's something like the Mona Lisa, and then you just have to like figure out what he's on about. That's usually how it works, I think. But I don't know.
We've had similar conversations with the other bands. Human Condition, their drummer tends to be the sort of head honcho in the band. So he sort of writes something, and then they say it's very poorly written on guitar because he's the drummer, and it's a bit more, comes up with a drum beat, and then they'll pass it off to the other members and sort of develop it. So similar sort of thing for you guys by the sound of it.
I think like Sam is playing his role down a little bit here. Sam basically writes everything, and then he sends it to us, and we go, we don't want that bit, don't want that bit, don't want that bit, and eventually we come to some sort of idea for a song that we kind of want, and then we go out and we'll deconstruct it, usually like a week before we go and record it, and that's when we do all of our fun.
Yeah.
So the lyrics come via Sam as well, or do you write?
Oh no,
they're from me. Yeah.
What do you generally tend to find that you write about?
Terrible topics.
But we do it with a smile on our face and fun music videos. Yeah. So it's like, are they joking? They're not. We're not.
So we got like fun music videos where we're like fighting each other and smashing fake glass on each other's heads, or like dressing up as Pokemon, and then the lyrics are all just about dark topics.
Yeah, like it's great because Charlatan, one of the lines is you won't make me beg for my freedom, and then it's like, oh, time to dress like a boy band, I guess. So it doesn't really I think juxtaposition is probably the best
understatement.
Yeah.
So obviously you've done some fairly big gigs recently, a couple of headline shows. You've got a headline show coming up. I'm trying to think where that is. I saw that Northwich. Is that for JTR Metal Productions?
Yeah, of course it is.
I was talking to Rob the other day.
Yeah, for it.
So other than what you've done previously and where you're going in Northwich, what else have you got coming up other than Pentre Fest over the next sort of like 12 months?
So we got a lot of pipeline stuff, I guess, is the cliche answer. I think the plan is we're getting a couple of tours in this year. We want to start playing more tours. We want to start playing maybe a little bit further away. Like I think we've played a good amount of local shows, so I want to play further away tours. Get on with some bands that we've met. We've got a few bands that we've met that we're good mates with that we're trying to get some shows.
So is there any plans? I know you guys have recently been taken on by Matty Halliwell. Is there any plans to sort of hook up with Winter Hotel and do some stuff with them guys, or Rose and Bridge? Is he going to do that kind of show that's under the same sort of banner?
We suggested it
down to London.
We did, yeah. If you can tell us the exact timestamp of where this part comes up on the video, Fozzy, so we can send it to Rose and Bridge. Hi, we love you. Watches came on in my car today. Banger. When we gonna tour, boys? Okay. Cheers.
I think it's a good idea. It definitely it worked well when we did the Bunny and Bear show, having the two of you on the same night. So I think it would be a cracking show to have the two of you on the same bill for a number of shows. And I think you probably developed together quite well. Just an opinion.
Oh, I'd love to. And they're just mint people as well. They're just super nice as well. So yeah, God, I'd love to.
I had a few like Diet Pepsis, and I was like, oh, we should do a song together. You can be on one of our songs. I think we were having an idea where I would sing one of their songs and they would sing one of our songs, one of those sort of things. It was, don't know. These things never come to fruition, but fun ideas.
Or do they, Tom?
Or do they?
This could be the one. Because now that this is going to be on YouTube, all of this is accountability. We've got no excuse now. We can't hide from our own apathy.
So at the moment, you've got 5 songs out. 5, 6, 5, 5. It is 5. So have you started working on album titles and are planning to release it as a full album?
Well, we've just done a music video, which we've just got a draft back of. It looks pretty cool, I think, for one of the new songs that we've recorded.
Cool.
We've got another one in the pipeline, the cliche, for in February. So we're gonna have 2 music videos for 2 new songs that are going to be released the first half of this year. That's going to be part of an EP. That's our plan. For this music video we just recorded, we actually hired a contortionist to be in the music video. So that was cool. That was an interesting experience.
Oh my God, she was obscenely good. Like, I remember we did like a we did like a demo, like run through of like some of the shots and stuff with her performing. And there was at one point I remember, like halfway through, like running through the song, me and Tom just stopped and was like, "This is fucking mint." I just couldn't pay attention at first because I was like, "How can one person bend this much? How can she do this?" It was so cool.
I've not actually watched The Contortionist before, so when we're playing in like sort of a circle and and just to have someone like right in front of you, and it's impressive and it's also really freaky. I'm like, how do you do that? But it's good. It'll be good in the video, I think.
Can't wait.
Have you got a release date for it yet?
No.
Pipeline.
I think we have a release month in mind, but I don't know if we're allowed to say the release month in case it doesn't happen.
Yeah, you don't want to give people false hope.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want, I don't know. My mum could watch this. I don't want my mum thinking, "Oh, that's when it's coming out." I don't have to tell my mum that we've delayed the release. Like, I can't do that.
Put it in the diary. Put it in the calendar.
No, she would. Good old Mother Sue is my biggest fan. Actually, no, that's a lie. Mother Sue is your biggest fan, Tom. Every time we release a music video, it's always like, "Oh, love the song. Oh, it's great. Oh, Tom's bit's really good, isn't it?" I'm like, "Cheers, Mum. What about your son Sam's bit?"
There you go. You've got to have fans, though, haven't you?
Do you?
Why
when we've got
Pentre Fest.
Yes.
It's interesting, really, because I think there's like, is it 2/5 or 3/5 of your band that have played Pentre Fest before in other kind of capacities?
So it's only Sam that hasn't.
Oh, it's only Sam that hasn't. Yeah, so
it's a 4-piece. So
it's just 3/4 then.
Yeah,
3/4 of Aleya have played Pentre Fest before. Can you remember the experience, Tom?
Yes. Yes.
Was it enjoyable?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think we were like, did we play last? I think we played last.
You headlined. You headlined the Friday, didn't you? I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Love it. Used to love playing Mcleans. We haven't been in this band before, but yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a highlight for us because have friends that live close by and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to coming back.
Yeah, it's normally a fun time on the Friday because Friday tends to be sort of like party night when everybody sort of like gets back together that have come from different distances. It tends to be that we've got like a group of mates that sort of travel over from various places, and they all sort of get together on the Friday, and then everyone realizes we've drunk too much and we've got a Saturday, and sort of slopes back in on the Saturday morning. But hopefully last time you played you enjoyed it. It was a
definitely
fun atmosphere and everything, and I think you're going to go down really well this time. People do tend to get there early on the Friday because I know you guys are opening. They're on at 7:00. Make sure you get down early to watch these guys because they are sick.
Thank you.
Well, when you played at Buddy the Bear, I don't know how you felt the set went, but I think me and Beanie were kind of taken aback as to the level that you guys are at. Because I think we've had the discussion previously that we're probably now looking at you guys need to move up bills, and I know you probably feel kind of the same on that, but I think you've kind of nailed it with the sound that you've got now, and you can see the development from where the other guys have been in Dead Is Forever previously. And I wonder just how do you feel you have developed, Tom, and what differences has Sam brought than previous members?
Well, Sam brings like a different level of technicality to the playing.
Watching intently.
But
Yes, go on, Tom. What is it I do to help?
Right.
Don't mind me.
Right.
Is it like before? Like, what's your favorite thing about me? Is there just too many reasons to list? Is that, Sam joining Aleya? Like, I've got to get the big tome out, the big scroll to find which good thing to start with.
Yeah,
I think it's that.
Well, yeah.
I have an answer. I have an answer.
I know you have an answer.
Oh no, this is not about me.
Okay, go on then. Go on.
So my answer, here's my answer. I mean, I'm teetering around the question. The first, putting on, like, you were surprised by how good we were, essentially. And I remember Dead Is Forever were super tight, I remember. And I've been in 2 bands as well before this. I think before joining Aleya, I'd been in about 7 years worth of bands. And I think we've kind of, we've seen a lot of good bands and we've seen a lot of bad bands. And for me, at least, I think it wasn't so much that we were starting brand new with Aleya. I think we kind of all knew what we liked about previous bands, what we disliked about previous bands.
Yeah, but I think that because, Fozzy, asked me ultimately the question. I think we've all just...
names are kind of like subjective, aren't they?
We'll just sort of like matured as... they would take it a little bit more seriously, a little bit more professionally. We kind of have a bit more direction with this band, I think. And that's where this is sort of coming together. I think we've played almost around 10 shows now. So I think that we're finally sort of honing our live sound and like how we want to be as sort of showmen, I guess. So I think that's how we've progressed, or how I've progressed.
You never been tempted to like jump back on drums at any time?
No. I see James carrying all the stuff in the venue, and I'm like, don't fancy that. And then I give him a hand. I carry the stool or something.
We had a similar conversation with Lullaby for Unicorn last night. Because when you watch their interview, when I get it up, Gaz has now moved from being the drummer to playing keyboard. And he was saying, he said the main reason he thought about doing that was like doing vocals and keyboard is that he only has to carry a keyboard in rather than carrying a full drum kit in. It just makes sense, doesn't it? I did notice at your show actually that Tom just came in and sort of stood there and let you guys all do everything because he just had like a radio mic with him. Is he lazy?
Oh, touch.
Oh no! My internet's dropped again. Oh, what a shame. Oh.
Stay still, Sam.
All right. What? I mean, no. Tom's not lazy. Like in terms of like the leg work, like moving stuff. No, he's definitely not.
In terms of every other aspect of the band, a little bit. But I'm the.
You're the fun. You're the aloof one. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm so aloof.
He has to save his energy for when he's bouncing around on stage doing all his dancing. That's what it is, isn't it?
He says that, but Mike's energy is like he's up there. I think Mike probably moves more out of all of us. If anyone needs to like, Tom should be moving Mike stuff for him, so Mike can limber up for all like the spins he does.
Having that bass round with him, he's just like swinging a bass round. Must be exhausting.
Yeah, they're big guitars. They're like big boys, aren't they?
Big bits of wood.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to say a massive thank you to Tom and Sam from Aleya, who are playing Friday at Pentre Fest at Mcleans pub in Deeside, North Wales. And they are on at 7 o'clock on the Friday. They are the opening band. Make sure you get down early, because as soon as these guys start, the whole festival is just going to whip into massive excitement. And yeah, it'll be hard hitting for the whole of the night. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. It's been nice talking to you.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Next time we see you, you'll be on stage in February.
And I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited.
So, Sam, give us a rundown of what all your socials are.
Well, Fozzy, all of our socials are at Aleya UK, apart from our Facebook, which is Aleya UK official, and our link tree, linktr.ee/Aleya UK. That's where you'll find all our links, all our socials, all our gigs, music videos, everything like that.
And is your music on every streaming platform?
Almost. It's on the main ones. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, it's on Tidal, on Bandcamp as well.
Amazon?
Amazon, yeah.
Amazon
Dad
Music?
listens to us on Amazon. It's on Amazon Music.
So if you
It's
say
on
play
TikTok,
Aleya,
Instagram, Snapchat.
you say Alexa play Aleya, does it work?
It hasn't worked with my Google Homes, because what it hears is Aleya, and pains me. Although I think I think it does work on Alexas though. I'm fairly sure it does work on Alexas.
Cool. I'm going to be trying that later, and everybody else that's watching this video should also give that a try.
You
And
might
then when the
what.
song does start playing, if you don't think that it's actually this Aleya, turn it off.
Right, yeah. So
Hey,
it
right,
should sound,
everyone.
it should sound a bit like this. Yeah!
Right.
If it doesn't, well then it's not us.
The Zoom
If
filter kicked in
if everyone who's watching this now, if you've got your headphones in, unplug your headphones for a second. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, cheers. Right. Alexa, play Charlatan by Aleya on Spotify. Okay, let us know if it's playing. Cheers.
Sorted. We should have done that with every band. Can't believe we didn't.
So we've been Aleya, and this is our latest song, Charlatan. I hope you enjoy it.
Your words are deafening. I don't need anything to do with you. I've seen the truth. Desolate, void of light and emotion. Motionless, we're lost or frozen. Grotesque in every way with the worst of intentions. The fear of loss is the sickest invention. Thank